Well, here we are with another guitar from my collection. Now, this guitar is the latest one that I built myself. I'm thinking it might be the last guitar I built, or at least the last guitar I built for quite a while. My wife has informed me I need to quit building guitars and spend more time playing them. So this was one of them projects that I came across a guitar and I bought it. Now, it started out life as an Epiphone Les Paul Special 2. That's how it started out life. And I think that it was painted red. And the guy who had it before me bought it, stripped the paint off of it, and then he painted this skull and war bonnet thing on it, which my way of thinking didn't look great. And I think that's putting it kindly. But then he put a finish on it that was brutal. There was not, I don't know whether he was mixing his own finish or what it was. If he mixed his own finish, he didn't put enough hardener in it because the guitar was sticky. On the neck, it was just literally rolling up in pills, and every bit of dust that stuck in it, and it was black and grim and grimy. When you sat down to play the guitar, you put it up against yourself and you sat there playing for a bit. When you were done playing, literally the guitar stuck to your shirt and you had to peel the guitar off your shirt. It was just nasty. Well, of course, when you start out with something that nasty, the price goes down substantially. So it did have black hardware on it, and basically when you pay roughly 65 bucks for an Epiphone Les Paul, you're not doing too bad. You haven't hurt yourself. You haven't thrown a lot of money away. And that's where we come to an end of the inexpensive stuff. So I took and stripped the guitar down, and that took a fair bit of work. I got all this terrible finish off. I got the head, the skull war bonnet off of it, and I decided that I was going to spend some bucks on this thing. It's 3 pieces of mahogany laminated together. Okay, it's not going to look great in just bare wood. So I decided to get it painted. And I thought, well, you know what? It's one of them guitars that it could be great with a lot of work. So what I did, we'll start at the top here. There's the headstock. And what I did was I put in some Ping tuning machines. Much better than what it started with. It will hold tune as long as you want. I took the old nut out and I put in a tusk nut. So it makes it sustain better, and it's easier and it keeps tune. Of course, you have the ebony fretboard that came on it. I didn't change that out. Now the fun stuff. That is a pair of Seymour Duncan P-rails. None of the camera's picking it up very well, but it's like a P90 soap bar with a hot rail underneath it, set up as a humbucker. And then I did the same thing in the bridge position. Kept the original bridge in it. I kept the original 3-way switch, because 3-way switches They're three-way switches. There's not much to go with them. And then the two pots, I changed out the pots. Now this guitar is amazing paint job. I went with House of Kolors, House of Bluz, urethane paint. So it's an automotive paint. It's hard. It's got 3 layers of primer, 2 layers of large metallic paint in it, 2 layers of sealer clear, and then 3 layers of clear. It is just amazing finish. And, you know, I play more blues than anything else, so the House of Bluz color sounds good to me. The hard part comes with what's in behind these switches. These are 2 push-pull pots. They're the 500 Ks that I soldered in, but they're push-pull. So what I can do when I set this up is that I can go with either a humbucker, I can go with just the P90, I can go with just the rail, or if I can go with the humbucker again. But the difference is, one humbucker with both of the push-pull pots down, the humbuckers are in parallel. When I pull up one push-pull, I have the P90. If I pull up the other, I have the rail. But if both pots are up, I have the coils in series instead of parallel. So basically, I can get 12 different tones out of this guitar. So if you want to do early 60s rock, you go with the P90s. You want to do Texas blues, you go with the hot rails. You want to do thrash, you go with the humbuckers. And depending on which way you want to flavor the music, either you go series or parallel. I've thrown a pot full of money at this guitar, and it has now become probably the guitar I play the most out of all my guitars. This is a nice bit of kit. So anyways, there you go. That's the end of my guitar collection for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the guitars I have, and I'll be doing a couple more videos. As always, put comments down below. I will do my best to answer them all. And one last thought about this. If you're thinking about doing a project like this, unless you really understand electric circuits and signal path, and unless you're really good with a soldering iron, get a professional to do it. I did it all myself. Had a couple of mistakes, went in, corrected them. Spent probably more time holding my soldering iron doing this project than I have done in several years. It was well worth it when I was done. But hey, it was a lot of fun, and I've got a really sweet playing guitar now. Anyways, have yourselves a good day. Have fun. Cheers.